Hi, I'm Danny Clark with Collectors Firearms. This is my assistant Josh Martinez. We have a really special item today. This is a Type K Viking Sword. We have only had 4 or 5 Viking swords in our 50 years in business. Now, Viking swords are classified from Type A to, I believe, Type Z, and this is the Peterson typology classification. There's a archaeologist named Jan Peterson, who was a Norwegian archaeologist who wrote a book, and it was in Norwegian, but it translates into the Norwegian Viking Sword, where he examined hundreds of dug swords that they had found, and created discovered patterns and figured out what time periods they were from and certain attributes that classified them. So this one is Type K, which means that it was from probably the 9th, maybe 10th century. The guard is decorated with Viking runes, and this is actually a very long Viking sword. Most of them are probably an inch to 2 inches shorter that I have seen and handled. So this is a big one, and it's also a lot thicker blade.
So for me, what comes to mind is condition of this sword.
So for a Viking sword, this is above average condition. Almost all of them are heavily pitted like this because they've been underground for hundreds of years. This one, we believe, came out of Eastern Europe. The Vikings traveled where others didn't, so they made their ways all around. But this is, with this heavy pitting that you see, is in above average condition from some of the Viking swords we've had in the past.
Now you say this is longer than most Viking swords. Will this be a ceremonial sword or a battlefield sword?
Well, so Vikings did not have dress swords or ceremonial swords. Every sword was a battle sword.
Okay.
These were not easygoing, peaceful people. These were guys who went to war, and so no, this was a sword that was used for battle, and none of these swords was, while they've established different patterns, every single one was one-off. It wasn't like they had a guy, an armorer, who was making multiple swords that were exactly the same. Each one was a one-off. This particular sword, based on the Viking runes on the guard and the pommel, it was probably somebody who had a higher rank, just because this is a very nicely decorated sword. And what you can see is the metal here did not decay as much as the blade, and so it's actually a very, very nice condition sword.
I'm assuming wood would be right here for the grip.
Exactly, but wood was lost, deteriorated long ago.
This is a fantastic piece. I mean, it's very old.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking something made in the 800s to 900s AD. So over 1,000 years old.
It's a true Viking sword. That's awesome. Thank you for showing this to me. That's really neat.